Okay, it's fixed and I am live. And good evening, friends, family, colleagues, and supporters. What a week it's been. So I need just a moment. I don't see. Ah, there we are. Got it all worked out. I had a little difficulty. So apparently, when I had originally started the stream, I had an issue with it accessing my camera, and then I apparently it never shut off the first stream, so it wouldn't let me start a new one. So I restarted the computer, went back in, shut off the first stream. So here we are. It's nice to see you too. Thank you for being here. Oh, boy. So, welcome to day 12 or 13, depending on if you're including this July 2nd, or if we're not including July 2nd. Anyway, I'm coming up on Wednesday. Will be 2 weeks. So, oh, boy, what an experience. So, just a quick recap. I was laid off on Wednesday, July 2nd. Today is Monday, July 14th. And it's been kind of a whirlwind. Thank you, Anita. I appreciate the compliment. I try. Not perfect, but I try. So what has happened since the last time I did a live? I got the paperwork I needed from my employer. I was successfully filed my unemployment claim today. Yay! So I finally was able to get that done. I have applied for a few jobs. And I am definitely keeping track of them on my spreadsheet. The way I mentioned earlier, I'm logging everything, including the date I applied, the name of the employer, their website, the job search site I used to apply to them, and linking to a saved copy of the job description, along with the version of my resume used to apply for the job. It's a lot. So, unemployment. This is a fun process, pardon the sarcasm. It is not easy, even to just apply. Forget whether or not you get the benefits, but even just applying is not easy. I had this whole form to fill out with the amount of my expected severance, the number of vacation hours I'm getting paid out, the number of my pay rate, all my employer's contact information, of course. Got all of that in. Then there's the separate verification process you have to go through with your identification and proving that you are you and a human being. So I got through that. That actually requires its own completely separate login and password. And then we get to I got through all of that, got my confirmation code that my application had been accepted into the system. And then they said, due to some of the answers I gave, there's a separate set of documentation, a questionnaire that they will be sending me through the regular mail. So I will have to fill out this questionnaire and send it back. And then I might hear back about whether or not I will get my benefits. So that's where we are on the unemployment application process. Then the rules for looking for a job. 4 days every week have to have a job search related activity. I have to do at least 4 activities per week, and I have to do 4 days of activities. So what that means is I can't do 2 activities on the same day. Or, I mean, technically I can, but it doesn't count towards the 4 that I have to do. I have to do 4 activities on 4 separate days, and anything else I do is just extra. So activities all have to be verifiable. So if I apply for a job, I have to be able to provide the job search site that I use to find it, a link to the application or confirmation that my application was received. If I make direct contact with someone, I have to log the contact information of that person and a few other things. So the approved activities list, though, is pretty long, which kind of surprised me. So it can be applying for a job, attending a job fair, making direct contact at a networking event, going in and speaking with a hiring manager, interviewing, approved resume updating assistance. Tomorrow I'm going to a job search assistance event in one of the towns close to me. And all of these, anything I do has to be verifiable and provable. And what's even crazier is they not only have to be able to verify everything, they have to be able to verify it for 2 years. You have to keep all of your documentation around your search process for 2 full years. So yeah, it's kind of a lot. So I am officially starting the next chapter of whatever, and looking for a job with an accountability system for unemployment. However, I mean, it does seem like a lot of hoops to jump through, but at least there's an option. And some of the resources they have to offer are pretty good because they do have job search assistance. They do have resume tailoring assistance, job fairs, hiring events, and a whole list of things that are sponsored by the state. So I'm going to make use of everything the best I can. Of course, being rural, everything is so far away. So for me to get in my car and go to a hiring event or a job fair, I'm looking at driving an hour to get to one. So I'm hoping to be able to find more closer and more virtual events if they have any. So it's a lot, but at least it's an option. Looking for a job, that their requirements kind of seems like a full-time job all by itself. So I'd really prefer to get paid for the time I'm spending. If somebody's telling me what to do, I need paid. No, we do not get paid for mileage. The state will not add mileage to my unemployment. And most jobs don't pay mileage for transportation to and from the job either. That's just not something that they're going to do. It's disappointing, yes, but that's just the reality of it. They're not going to pay me for my time or the gas to get to the hiring events. They're not going to pay me mileage or gas or for my time to go to an interview. I will get probably a set amount each week, no matter what I'm doing. So for the number of job fairs, it just depends because some are sponsored by the state and others are industry specific. And, some are, sponsored by the local community. So I don't really know. It's just going to, the state typically, when I looked at their calendar, they have something several times a week. However, some of them are too far away for me. Others are a little bit closer, like the trip I'm making tomorrow should take me about an hour to get there. Google says the location is about 38 miles, but there's no freeways or fast roads to get there. It's going to be slow back roads. So that's just the way it is. So I just have to do my best. In the meantime, I am signed up on several job searching sites: Glassdoor, LinkedIn, Indeed, ZipRecruiter. I signed up for another one called Flex Jobs, but that one's kind of, I don't know. I that one's a little sketchy, and they want me to pay for stuff. So I know there are others. I know there are also staffing agencies. I'd rather not go through a staffing agency if I can avoid it. Um, but, we'll see. In the meantime, if I can get most of my activities out of the way in an hour or two in the morning, now that I've got all of my tracking set up and my registrations, it'll be easier to just register for another site as I come across them. Um, and it will also be easier now that I've gotten the application out of the way. So hopefully I will start to see some activity and find something that I actually like. That's my other big issue is, can I find something that I'm qualified to do for enough money? Because unemployment will make you take any job that's offered, even if it is not in your industry. Thank you. I appreciate the good luck wishes. I um, I definitely need the positive energy. I appreciate the good vibes there. So that's the update for today. Let's see what else has happened. I think I updated after I returned my equipment last Monday. I've spoken with several people that I worked with who were laid off at the same time as me, and I'm still in touch with coworkers that are still employed at the company, unless they pay you less. Yeah, they might they might pay less to start, but I'm really hoping to level up instead of going backwards. So I'm putting my focus on better jobs than what I had. And if I end up with something similar to what I had, that's okay. What I don't want is to have to start at an entry level job for a lot less money. If I have to take a little less, that's okay. I just don't want to take like $5 an hour less, or have to take, um, you know, something closer to minimum wage or something. That just, I'm really hoping, I'm really hoping to find something that I can tolerate doing for the next 10 years or so, and hopefully make a new career. So I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I thank you. I am definitely hoping for the best. I really appreciate all the warm thoughts and loving energy. Um, so life update. Um, it's been nice having a little extra time on my hands to take care of some extra chores around the house and get a few things done. I've been cooking more. I've been doing more creative projects, and I'm even making some time to just sit down and read a book. So hopefully, I'll be able to find something that, lets my life stay organized and have time to take care of my personal stuff. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and say good night. We've been here for 20 minutes and it's about time to go start dinner. So I want to thank you for being here, and we will do another update soon. Hopefully, I'll have something more to say after I go to the job search assistance thing tomorrow. And um, when I start getting some results back from my applications, we will definitely talk about that. So just stay blessed. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for showing up and letting me chatter at you about my job search experience here. And I will see you next time.